Hello, everybody. We're back again. This is the show Tip the Tea. I'm your girl, the host, Angie E. I have a very, very special guest today, Miss Sharika Mabins-Walton. We're going to talk about relationships. She's a relationship influencer. I am excited to hear what she has to say. I need help, girl.
Oh my God.
So we're going to get into the show. We're going to first introduce her. She is a mom and she just renewed her vows. We're going to talk about all of that exciting stuff. So let's get into the show right now. Let's introduce our guest, Miss Sharika Mabins-Walton. Hello, girl. What's
Hey,
going
Miss
on?
Angie.
Hi,
Well,
girl.
I am Sharika, as
Hey,
Miss Angie
girl.
stated.
Yes.
And I like to think of myself as a relationship influencer.
Yes.
Been with my husband for 22 years. We just renewed our vows. We've been married 13 years. And we have 3 children. And
Girl, what's the secret?
the
How do you
secret,
do
ooh,
that?
honey.
That was my next question. I was gonna be like, I heard you guys just renewed your vows, and then also, I mean, how long y'all been together? You said 13 years.
22 years total, but we've been
22
married
years?
for this coming November. Be 14 years we've been married. Yeah,
Well, okay. What's the secret? My viewers
lot
out
of
there,
prayer.
they just need to know because I know I need to know too.
a whole lot of prayer, and
Well, that's the key. I'm sure.
that's the key. But for me, I'll just say what did it for me. For me, I looked at my relationship as an investment. It's like you're not going to spend tons and tons of money and time on
You said an
anything
investment,
and
okay.
then turn around and not work hard to
Yeah.
make sure your business prosper, right?
Right.
So it just take a lot of hard work, and it's hit or miss a lot of times. And trust me, being with somebody for 22 years, you do have those times where you feel like you don't even want to be with that person no more, or you feel like you missed out on something because like we've been together since I was 16 years old. And I'm 38 right now. I'll be 39 in July.
You look good, girl.
So, thank you. So, it just take a lot of hard work. It takes a lot of sacrifice, which is something that I had to learn to do. I learned from my husband, he sacrificed a lot. We both made a lot of changes. I feel he made the most change, which made it easier for me to change some of the things. I'm still working on some of them.
I know that's
But
right. We are all
we
a work
we
in
are
progress,
work
girl.
in progress, and
Yeah.
the number one thing, we best friends, like literally. And I know like people say that, but
No, that's the key too.
we are
That's good.
we are best friends. We some people will say they're best friends, but can't enjoy a whole evening with their mate without involving another couple or somebody else. Me and my husband, it's always just us. It's always just him and I. And we had the best time together no matter where we are. We can be taking a ride, we can be at home, we can be in the company of somebody else, we can be doing whatever.
That's what's up.
And it's always just been us. And people ask me like, don't you get bored? And how come you don't hang out with girls? Don't you want to be around women sometimes? And I mean, I have family when I want to be around. I got like friends that I could call up and hit them up to talk or go for drinks if I want to.
Right.
But I enjoy spending time with my husband. It's something that I enjoy. And see, a lot of people try to force that, but it's not forced. And that's why we don't get tired of it, because it's natural.
Right.
That's what we both naturally want to do. I'm not being at him to be with me or spend time with me, and I don't have to fight with him for his time. So it's organic.
Yeah.
It's
And
organic.
then that's the key too, staying real and being pure at it, you know what I'm saying? That I can imagine.
And I mean,
that's good.
trust me, it's not easy. It's a struggle because, when you with somebody and y'all was raised 2 different ways and you don't see things the same, like the first 10 years of our marriage, we was just fighting over stupid stuff. It wasn't. It wasn't even like cheating or we arguing over other men or other women. It was just really more so on what was right for the kids or what I would do as a parent, what he would do as a parent. And I know people probably find that hard to believe, but that will destroy you. That can destroy a marriage, not being in sync when it comes to raising your children.
Yeah.
You know, so it's just a lot of work, and you have to. I had to learn when to keep my mouth closed at times because, like, I always used to feel like I have to try to say this one last thing. And it's like a lot of times afterwards I realized that, you know, okay, had you just left well enough alone, and he used to always tell me, like, Sharika, leave well enough alone, please. And my husband don't raise his voice. Like, well, he didn't used to. I've caused him to, like, raise his voice a couple times, but he's not a person that yell. And he don't like to be yelled at. And I'm a loud mouth. And I have to always, like I said, I used to feel like I had to say that one last thing.
Get the last word.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But you know what? To be totally honest, it would be because I didn't want to lose my train of thought. Like, for me, I'm not even gonna lie. It wasn't because I felt like I had to say that one last thing.
Right.
But it's like well, I guess it's kind of the same thing, but I didn't want to forget what I was going to say because I felt like it was of some importance. But then I learned that it really wasn't of any importance, and it didn't have to be said.
Yeah.
So I'm just learning a lot
Yeah.
when it comes to moving on and moving past situations and, you know, just trying to, it's hard. So you have to work at it. A lot of people don't survive because they be so quick to run.
Yeah.
They be so quick to cheat or just run out on their marriage. And, you know, I'm not saying my marriage have not been perfect, like, at all. But we stood before God again 2 weeks ago, renewed our vows.
Ooh, that's
and
amazing. I saw some of the pictures,
we
too.
still in love. Like, to this day, we still in love. We have fun together.
That's good.
And, you know, we just planning for our future right now.
Yeah, look at
I wish he was more camera friendly. I'm trying to get a page up and running for us. It's called The Walton Way. Because we got a lot of videos and footage and stuff. I record us a lot, but I just don't post them, like, to social media.
Right.
And so I just think, you know, that'd be something good, like, for couples to see that it is still organic couples out here. Yeah, it's still people out here that enjoy each other's company, that love each other, that like each other, because there's couples that are together that love each other, but they don't even like each other.
That's girl.
You know, and I like my husband. I enjoy his company more than anything. So I just want to let people in on that. You know, it's fresh. It's, like I said, it's organic. It's not forced. And, you know, it's us, and I don't mind sharing it with people. I'm still working on it. He said we can do it, but, you know, it just come down to, like, filming and stuff. So that's something to be on the lookout for.
That's cool. I'm gonna definitely be looking for it because I need to see that because I am the loud mouth. I got a mouth on me, and I need to work on that. I'm working on me.
Yeah.
You know,
Hey,
we're work in progress. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I know that it's things that I need to work on myself, and I'm trying to learn how to zip it sometimes.
Oh, I know that's
when
my
I need to.
That's the
you know
biggest
what I'm saying?
thing.
Because one thing I've noticed, you know, being in relationships, I had to pray about it. You know what I'm saying? And one day God told me, He said, "Listen, everything does not always require a reply."
That's true.
Because I will reply to every little thing. You say something to me, I'm coming at you. But now I'm getting better. I must say, and I must admit that I am maturing more and more. Even though we mature in age, sometimes we still go back to you know, that mindset or
and you
whatever.
know what? After a few times, you realize it's not even worth it. You be like, you know what? I shouldn't even said that. I said that. After I said that to myself so many times, then I just had to tell myself, like, it wasn't even worth it. Like, why did I even say anything? You know, so it's just a lot of work, and we got past a whole lot of the mumbo jumbo. Like I said, 22 years is a long time to be with somebody. It give you enough time to go through crap.
Yes.
You know, make up, go through crap again. You know, but
yeah.
thankfully, I mean, and it was a roller coaster.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't like trade it. That's what made us so strong right now. Like that's what built our friendship. You know, learning how to still be around each other, enjoy each other's company while we were mad. It was a little bit hard for my husband because when he mad, he don't want to, you know, he's not the friendliest person. Me, and he used to always say that I like sweeping stuff under the rug. That's what he called it.
Right.
But it's not that. I just feel like, and he finally understood where I was coming from. It's not that. It's just that I feel like if we have an issue, let's just enjoy this moment. I didn't say that the issue was resolved or that it was over. And I know that's hard for some people. It's not hard for me. Because, you know, but my husband, I understand him too, because he just likes to address things before he starts moving forward and acting like everything is cool.
That's me.
So, you know, it's like we just kind of meet in the middle when it comes to how we do things, and that's what's helped us, and it's still helping us because we still got so much work to do. Every day it's work. It'll never stop.
I'm sure.
It will never stop. So that's why I tell people, you know, stick it out. As long as the respect is there.
Absolutely.
You know,
that's the main thing. Yes.
Everybody have had moments of disrespect in their marriage, moments or in their relationship, moments of unhappiness, moments of, you know, just going through. But it's supposed to be happy with, and not moments of happiness. It's supposed to be happiness with moments of those few little things, because life is not perfect.
Right.
So overall, I've been happy.
Yes, that's good.
And when those little things come up, they don't scare me. They don't bother me. You know, I know how to pray. I was taught to pray at a young age.
That's good.
So I pray about everything.
That's wonderful, yeah.
And, you know, I try really hard to, you know, give him what he deserves the same way I want him to give me what I deserve, because a lot of women want to be treated a certain kind of way, but they don't want to or have anything to offer a man in return. And I just always want to make sure that I'm being everything for him if I want him to give me everything. And I do still have a lot of work to do because he is very giving, and I don't mean just like material, but I'm just saying like he make a lot of sacrifices, and he's very selfless. I'm learning from him because I'm not that type of person.
Yeah.
So I just, you know, want to make sure that I'm continue to build myself as a woman for myself first, and also for him, because he is the person that I am here for.
Yeah.
You know, I'm his woman, I'm his wife, I'm his entertainment. I'm for him.
Yeah,
so I want to build myself up to be, again, first for me. Everything I do is for me first. But for the benefit of my husband, I want to be a better woman. I want to be a better person. So I just continue to work on myself, which is another thing to help. You have to work. You know, a lot of people worry about changing their mates. I used to be one of those people worried about trying to change my mate, but then I just was like, you know, that's something that God have to do. That's something that they have to want to do for themselves and for you. Yeah. My mama always told me that a man will change for the right woman. And,
that's powerful.
You know, you gonna go. That don't mean you're not gonna go through anything. It just means that if you mean anything to him, then he's not gonna continue to play games with you.
Absolutely.
And I believe that, and I'm living in that.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm just here to encourage everybody to keep fighting. You know, don't worry about what people say, because people are gonna talk.
Oh, girl.
I went through that.
Say
too.
that again.
Everybody thought that, oh, her relationship is fake. She putting on. Is not what I said it was. Me being who I am, I never tried to go out of my way to prove to anybody what my relationship was. I didn't care what people said. But it took for people to start being around us to see that this is just how we are with each other.
Right.
And a lot of people started to see for themselves. And I I could have been the type of person to just be like, I told you or whatever.
Or
just
trying
try
to
to throw it in
prove.
somebody's face.
Right. Try
But
to prove yourself or prove your
that's
relationship. Like you said, you don't have to do that. You don't have to prove yourself.
That's not
or
who I
prove
am.
To them, because who are they? They didn't make your relationship. They didn't build it, and they definitely can't tear it down. Am
Absolutely.
I right?
Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
And that's just not the type of person that I am, like a throw it in somebody's face kind of person.
Right.
I've had those thoughts, and they're gratifying, and
Wow.
they're satisfying. Like up here,
Yes.
to know that people said we wasn't gonna make it,
Right.
and all the talk and stuff that I heard that I never even mentioned or didn't even bother to feed off of.
Feed into it, yeah. You don't
But
have
the
to.
bottom line is, it was my relationship, it was my choice, and I was putting my all into what I was trying to build. And like I said, I just felt like, when people be around us, they will know that this is just us. This is how we act with
pure,
each other.
yeah.
Like, this truly is.
It's genuine.
It's genuine. Yeah, it's
really
organic.
genuine.
We don't have to. We literally
Hide.
built a bond,
Yes. Yeah.
and that's just what that is.
And that's and people, like I said, people gonna always have something negative to say. But you know what? I think, to me, what I would do or have done is I just exclude myself from that. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I always
That's the
have
best way to
done.
do,
I just let people talk because I can't worry about what people saying because they don't know anything.
Exactly.
They don't know.
And
Like,
they're
how
not-
would you know? I ain't never been the type of person to tell my
Yeah.
business or, things have happened where people
Right.
know. But even still going off of hearsay and stuff like that, like, I just
Right.
never paid that no mind. And I never gave people what they wanted as far as, like, getting a reaction out of me and going as far as to put my personal business out there and just looking a divided fool from my husband. No.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I just, I didn't pay it no mind. I just let people say what they was going to say. I didn't care
let that be,
then. I
yeah.
don't care now. I think everybody pretty much know
Right.
what it is, and if they don't,
Because y'all
I still
got
don't care.
23 years in,
22.
okay? 22?
Yep.
Well, look, I
Absolutely.
didn't spoke another
That's
year.
okay.
but
You can
that's
speak
all
another
good.
year because this is gonna be plenty more to come,
Forevermore.
so.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. But, girl, I am so excited about that, and I'm very happy for you. And I see that glow, girl. You keep glowing. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, my baby make me happy. I love
So
it.
how did y'all meet, though?
Ooh, girl, we met over at my cousin's house. Man, in 1997. She was having a party, and she came over to my house, and she was like, "You should come spend a weekend with me, whatever. My granny going out of town, which is my auntie." And so I was like, okay. And my mama didn't want me to go. I think she actually said I couldn't go, but I went anyway. I rebelled. I'm sorry, Mom. And
Yes.
when
if
I
you
went
out there
over
watching
there-
Mom, she said she's sorry.
yeah,
Okay.
I am. I'm sorry.
That's amazing.
I met him, and it was just history.
I know.
That's stuff that I want to talk about in our channel. So I'm still working on
Okay.
him. So
Yeah.
I'm tugging on him so we can
Yeah.
have like story time, and we can share a lot of stuff because I'm a private person. I don't like sharing my business and stuff with people.
Right.
But it's like now that we got so much history and we got a healthy marriage
Yes.
/ relationship,
Yes.
I feel like I could share some stuff.
Oh, you going yeah, I want you to definitely share
I
that.
feel like I could share some stuff to help some people or just to make people laugh. We
Yes.
got a lot of funny stories. We
Yeah.
got a lot of stuff that can just inspire people or make them laugh.
That's what's
My
up.
husband is hilarious.
That's good. And
He
that
is
helps. I'm sure that helps
hilarious.
too. I like
He is naturally
I'm a laugh.
hilarious.
I like to laugh.
You
I
will
really
laugh.
do.
Oh my God, he is so
I
funny.
know. I would laugh at just silly stuff. I'm really, and I could be really silly
Yeah, we love
sometimes
being
too.
silly.
But that's fun.
Yeah,
right?
that's
You
why
gotta
we.
keep the fun
That's
in
why
it.
we able to have fun with each other and nobody else around. It's a lot of couples that can't keep each other's company for a long time without another couple or another crowd being around.
That's
So it's
crazy.
rare.
I mean, I don't knock nobody for
I
doing
don't.
that.
No. I
But,
don't
you know,
either.
like I
But I'm
said,
just saying that it's rare because you hear so many women say, "Oh, I need my girl time," or "I can't be up under him like that 24/7." Like I've had people say that to me or direct it towards me. It don't bother me, but
right.
because I love being with my man 24/7.
Come on now.
I don't get tired of it, so it don't bother me. That's me all day long. So
Right. That's what's up, girl. So you don't need leisure time like that, you know.
I mean, I get my leisure time. I got a girlfriend across the street from me. We've been friends for a few years now, and when I want to have coffee and mom time and wine, I go over there and we sit and we talk and stuff like that. And, you know, I got my best friend. We've been friends for a long time. You know, I call her. I go see my mom sometime. I got, you know, cousins and stuff that I could call and talk to and go see. So I have, you know, time to go and get that girl bonding time. But the most thing, I like to be by myself when I'm not with my husband. To be totally honest, I enjoy my own company more than anything. So I get my time in. You know, sometimes when he go out, I don't go. And I just stay at home because I be wanting the space to myself.
Do you consider yourself as an introvert? Sort of? Kind of? Because you say you like to be by yourself a lot and you're going...
Yeah,
you
sort
can
of,
find
a
your
little
own
bit.
happiness, and that's cool.
I do. And you know what? It took me a long time to find that because at first I felt like I always needed people around me. And it made me mad at people because they didn't want to be around me. I felt like they didn't want to. It was probably the devil adding on little extras and stuff.
Girl, we don't give him no glory.
I just used to always want my family and friends around me, but then I had to understand that, you know, life is different. And even though I feel like people still can do what they want to do if they want to do it, you still have to understand that I had to understand that everybody have a different life and obligations and responsibilities, and I just learned to enjoy my own company, and I do. I enjoy my own company probably as much as I enjoy being with my husband. I don't throw my kids in there because they're givens. Like, it's a given to love and enjoy your kids. They don't count, so I don't have to mention them when it comes to how much I enjoy being with them, spending time with them. Those are my children, so I'm going to enjoy anything that has anything to do with them. But as far as, you know, I just enjoy being around my family sometimes. But overall, I don't get tired of my man. I don't ever get tired of him. I don't think I ever get tired of him.
That's what's up, girl.
I hope we both stay here till Jesus come back.
Oh,
I'm serious. Like, I don't want to have to live
I hope he's
without
streaming
him.
live. Did you tell him he was going to be on the show?
No, he at work anyway, so he won't be able to watch.
Okay,
But
that's even better.
I hope that yeah, I don't ever have to live without him. I pray to God. I just hope we both be here till Jesus come and get us.
Yo, girl, look, you can't make me tear up, okay? That's
Don't
so
tear
beautiful.
up, Miss Angie.
Wow. So, for all the viewers that's out there, what could you tell them, or what advice could you give them to have the staying power and also to endure and persevere relationships and or marriage?
Well, the first thing is, you know, just keep respect intact, because as long as the respect is intact, then I think that makes it easy for you to stay and deal with the problems that you have. Yeah. Because if you being disrespected, nobody's going to want to stay and work something out with somebody that's, like, mad disrespectful. Yes. So respect each other. That way you can get through the problems, because the problems are going to be there. Right. They're going to be there regardless. Right. The respect is something that should be earned between the two of you, and it should be given. Yes, absolutely. You know, as your mate. Yes. So that's the first thing. And that's like one of the most important things besides prayer. I feel like that's another thing that I feel like really kind of don't need to be mentioned, but I will put it out there because it was a big part of why my marriage survived and why we was able to stay in love this long. I still can't believe it sometimes myself. Yeah. Like when I make posts and I say things about him, sometimes I still can't believe it. Like, I know people probably get sick of me and probably think I'm just, like, bragging. But at this point, it's not bragging. Okay. This is my life.
And even if you want to, you earn your bragging rights, baby. 23 years, 22 years.
You're right.
That's a long time.
Yeah, but I just, you know, I feel like this is my life. It's not a brag. It's my life.
It's your life.
You know, you keep people out of your relationship. Like, get you somebody that you can confidently confide in.
Yeah, and that's hard. You got to pray that God will send those kind of people. Because
yeah, and I've been blessed to have
that's hard.
people in my life that I could confide in that have prayed with me, gave me great advice, that wasn't biased towards my husband just because he was a man or because he was not, there, from them, their family or whatever. So, just keep the respect intact, prayer, keep people out of your business, and keep it fresh. Try to have fun and do date nights and,
That's great
just lift
advice,
each other
viewers. I
up
hope
and
you guys
support
are
each
taking
other.
notes. Go ahead.
Support each other for sure.
Yes.
That was something too that I had to learn
Yeah.
to properly support. I'll say, you think and then you continue to learn and you continue to grow.
Yeah.
And I learned a lot, and I'm still learning, and
Yeah.
I'm still growing. If he was here right now, he'd tell you I got so much work to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, if anybody want to reach out to me or whatever, you can hit up my Instagram at earth_2_Sharika,
Yes.
or my Facebook page, Sharika Mabins-Walton.
Yes.
And my Snapchat for fun purposes is SHA_RIKA630.
There you go, viewers. You got to take notes. Hit her up because she is very informative and she can help you hold on to your man or your woman, whatever. That's amazing. So, going to the next question. We're going to get ready to wrap it up, sort of. I don't even know if I should ask you because you kind of answered it. What makes you happy?
What makes me happy is Jesus. I'm glad you asked me that.
Oh, girl,
I'm so
you
glad.
go
No,
ahead.
I am
That's
so glad that you asked me that because
amazing.
I didn't answer that question, and I'm
Okay.
glad I posted something like that on my Snapchat just yesterday. Jesus makes me happy,
Wow.
and my
That's
husband
amazing.
adds to that.
Yes.
He
that's
can't
what
make
you-
me happy.
Right. Jesus
He
is
can't
first.
make me happy.
Well, this is something I always ask all of my guests when they come on.
And Jesus
Yes.
make me happy when he wake me up in the morning. He
Come
make
on,
me
girl.
happy with what he blessed me with. I have a job that I've been on for
Yes.
5.5 years. I'm a student. I have 3 daughters, just like I said I wanted when I was the age of 5. Hello.
Whoa, come on.
I am in a healthy marriage.
Yes.
So it's like all these things that Jesus provide for me.
Yes. Ugh.
That's what make me
Come on.
happy. And then you go over to the man.
Come on.
And he just adds to that. Like he
Yes.
make me excited about life. He make me excited about love and growing and building and
You can embrace that.
yeah. So
Absolutely.
life. Jesus make me happy. I
Come on,
can't
girl.
give no more answer than that. But
That
yeah, Jesus make
is
me happy.
amazing. That's powerful. Well, so what sustains your happiness?
Prayer.
Good
Because
stuff.
if it wasn't for prayer, I would be depressed.
Girl, go ahead. That's what's up.
So I have to pray a lot. I suffer from anxiety, and it's rough dealing with that when you don't take medication and stuff. And a lot of people don't have a true diagnosis, and they don't get it. They think they have it just because they frustrated or whatever the case may be. But it's terrible. And so I have to do a lot of praying because my brain is just always on go. Always, I don't try to think these things, but sometimes a lot of negative thoughts come into my head, like about myself or, sometimes I just don't feel uplifted. And I just have to pray a lot, and that's what sustains my happiness. And my children, having my mom,
Yes,
and
girl.
my father
Come on
be
now.
alive, and finally I got nieces and nephews, and all my siblings are alive and healthy, and I just got people around me that love me. So that's what sustains my happiness.
Go, girl. That's what's up. I love it. So how do you balance your work life and your personal life, your
Girl.
marriage? I'm sure it's
Jesus.
we want to hear this.
Jesus again.
Come on.
Oh, no. Seriously, I work Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 10 hours a week, 10 hours a day. So I work 4 days, 10 hours. I go to school, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. But I do my radio show, which is called Let's Talk About It.
Go ahead, girl.
It's coming
I
soon, so
heard
y'all
about
look out for that.
Yes.
We we tape on Mondays, so I have to get out of work, have to go home, sleep for a couple hours, get up, get my kids out the door, get myself together, get to school, leave school, go home, cook dinner, make sure the house is nice and comfortable with my husband when he get home.
Wow.
And then do it all over again the next day. So
You
7
are a
days.
busy woman, girl.
But
go
you know
ahead,
what?
Girl.
I asked God for it.
Yeah.
I asked him for it, and sometimes I be kicking myself in the butt, and then I have to pray about what I asked him for.
Yes, it said be careful what you pray for because you just might get it.
And I want it, but now I want the strength and endurance to push because it's a lot. It is a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot. It's not easy. It's hard.
Yeah.
Some days I just want to lay in bed, and then I have to let my future self start to talk and say, Sharika.
That's wonderful.
Oh, honey, because
like
if my
that.
self,
I know, right?
no, that wouldn't work, and I wouldn't. I would just lay there,
one.
and I have done it, and I felt so bad that I literally was like, Lord, please forgive me for not getting up for school this morning. Like I just be so tired.
Yeah.
But everybody that's successful is always tired. They don't sleep for days. Like they always working. So, I mean, I just want to make a sacrifice for myself. So I'm trying to get out of comfort because comfort will set in with me and
it's good to,
comfort is not good. Too much of it is not good. I want to be comfortable when I'm able to sit. I don't want to be comfortable because I'm sitting.
Come on.
So I want to be
That's good.
successful so that when I sit, I'm comfortable, meaning
with sitting.
big
Yes.
house, 3 cars in the driveway, maybe,
Yeah.
Nice bank account. Now you're comfortable.
Yes.
That's a
and
different
sitting.
level of comfort. So
You
I'm trying to
gotta use
get
that.
I'm trying to get that level of comfort.
That's amazing. I have
So,
to
yeah.
use that, girl.
Girl, you can use
It's just comfortable sitting when you're comfortable. That's what's up. I thought I was a busy woman, but oh my God, you're busy. But
I
it's
am.
a good busy.
It is.
It's a good
It
kind of
is because
busy,
it
you know
give
what
you
I'm
less
saying?
time to worry about, to think about other stuff, to think about negativity
And
or
be idle
anything.
mind,
So,
you know?
yeah,
Yeah.
honey, and I
Nobody wanna
definitely
be
don't
idle
need that
mind,
type of
yeah.
time on my hands. So
Yeah.
I just want the Lord to give me strength
Yes. Sorry.
and give me endurance and perseverance and everything that I need to push through because it is rough. And then my kids got all types of after school activities. Like my daughter, she's 21, she working. So I have to get up and I have to take her to work at 6. And then I have to be back to let the 13-year-old out the door at 7. Then I have to send the 11-year-old out the door at 8. And then I have to get out the door by 9. So it is a lot. It is a lot. But I asked for it. So I have to, girl.
Be ready for what you
Gotta
ask
get
for.
ready.
Right.
Yeah.
So, one last question I want to ask you. What's next for you? What's next for Sharika?
What's next for Sharika?
Yes.
Well, hopefully, not hopefully, in the name of Jesus,
Go
the world of broadcasting. And I actually don't have a specific target area like I did when I first started.
Yes.
Like when we first started studying it.
Yes.
I just want to be able to go over here and do this, go over there and do that, and I'm just known. So, okay, I can host this event, I can host this show, I can do a voiceover for this.
Yes.
So I just want to dibble and dabble a little bit of everything, Photoshop, videography. I'm just trying to learn as much as I can because I feel like if you learn a lot, then that's a business. Then you're a walking business. So I just basically want to be a walking business. And that's another thing I want to touch on. We talk about this a lot, and I get discouraged a lot about things. I've done a lot of things in my life, a lot of things I told people about, a lot of things I didn't tell people about.
Right.
Just because I wanted to do it in private, I wanted to accomplish it first. Some of the things I accomplished and some of the things I didn't.
Yes.
But I want to.
But you will. You'll get there.
Yeah, I want to be a walking brand. I don't want to be punching the clock for somebody at 50. I just don't. I'm almost 40. Like I said, I'll be 39 in July.
Yes.
And I don't want to be punching the clock when I'm 50. I
Come
just
on
don't.
now.
And that's
Come
not even
on.
old. But I
No.
want to be,
Oh,
I want to wake up and get a notification that I just made like $5,000.
Come
oh,
on
you just
now.
sold $5,000 worth of whatever.
Girl, make money while
You
you're
know,
sleeping.
while I'm sleeping, I want to
That's
take a
what's-
nap
that's
and wake
the
up to
whole
some
thing.
revenue.
Yes, come on now.
So
That is
that's how I'm trying to live.
Yes.
And, I'm not chasing fame. I don't want to be famous.
Yes.
I don't want to
Come
be
on now.
famous. I don't
Come
want the
on.
world to know me
Yes.
for fame. I
Right.
want to be successful and I want to be prosperous and I want to help
Yes.
people.
Yes.
I'm going to try my best to stay out of the limelight. Like, I don't want no parts of fame.
Come on now. That's what's
I don't want no
up,
parts
girl.
of fame. I just want wealth and prosperity.
Yes.
In Jesus.
In Jesus. That's the main thing. That's the most important thing is
Yep.
having Jesus.
So-
Girl, that was a wonderful.
That's what's next for me. I got the radio show. Let's talk about it.
Yes.
Like I said, that'll be
I'm so looking forward
displayed
to hearing
soon.
it.
We
Yeah.
already got like a few episodes. Shout out to my co-host Derek G.
Come on now.
We make
Derek
magic
G in the
together.
building. Yes, he is
And,
amazing. He is amazing.
I'm trying to get this page going with my husband called The Walton Way, and trying to get some YouTube popping. So I'm just trying to be active and productive and make money. That is what I'm trying to do.
Yes.
I'm willing to punch a clock another 10, 12 years
Yes.
because I'm young and I got energy and
Yes.
I still got a lot left in me.
Yes.
But at the same time, I still want to be productive in my life while I'm working.
Yes.
When I first came to this school, I came for like job purposes.
Yes.
But now it's like it's more of a production field for me.
Yes.
It keeps me productive. Even if I don't go on to be like a talk radio host, I can still be here and film and make the documentaries and do podcasts and do radio shows and just bring awareness, which is my main goal. And I just feel like if I keep God first, then he will open up opportunities for me. I just want to do whatever God wants me to do. I honestly don't have a plan for my life. That might sound crazy.
Well, it's not crazy.
Because I have tried to plan my life out for so long, and it's not working. I don't want my way. I'm sick of having to start over. So now, even right now, I don't know what I'm supposed to do with my life.
Well,
I don't
that's
know.
okay,
But
God
this
does.
time,
he'll lead you.
this time I don't feel. Sometimes I get down about it, but then I have to tell myself, like, okay, Sharika, this is where you have to keep believing that God is going to make whatever he wants for you, that's what you will have. But I know it's things that I have to do too. And I was listening to Sarah Jakes Roberts' ministry the other day, and she did a ministry on, she was like, I want you guys to repeat after me. She was like, I want you to say, I will not die hungry.
Good
And
stuff.
that
I love
sat
her.
in my spirit
so
so
love her.
long, and I just kept saying it, like, I will not die hungry. She like, God is not going to let you die living paycheck to paycheck. He, and just touching on being happy for others while you waiting. I'm always happy for people. Like, I'm never like,
I am
oh, why
too.
them and not me? Like,
Come
it's
on
so
now.
many people that's like way ahead of me, but that's inspiring to me. I want people to
Yes.
be ahead of me, because if
'Cause
it's
it can
nobody
show
ahead of
you
me,
how to-
what am I going to
Or
have to pull
encourage you.
from? So I'm happy about people that are ahead of me, especially ones that are in my life. People that aren't, I have adoration for them. So basically, I don't have a plan for my life. I just every day, probably every day or every other day, I tell God, I want your plan for my life.
Yes.
And I don't really know if I know how to hear God clearly all the way. I think you have to know more of the word to hear. And sometimes I know when it's God, but sometimes I don't know if it's God or if it's like the voice or if it's like the trick of the enemy. So you have to be, I just
have to be
really careful. I call somebody I trust for prayer, or
Yes.
I just kind of like sit still and say, okay, I'm not doing anything because I'm not sure. And then I'll just let God deal with this because he know I don't know.
Yes.
So
he does.
I just want his plan for my life, whatever that is. So I'm here. I'm having fun. I met a lot of new people. I've done a lot of great things. I'm learning stuff every day. I still work. Like I said, I've been on my job almost 6 years.
Yeah.
And I'm blessed,
Yes.
you know, and whatever I take from here, I just want to be able to apply in life, whether, you know, it might sound crazy. Everybody do things for different reasons.
Yes.
But this experience itself was worth everything
Wow.
because it just gave, you know, gave you a little platform, gave you a chance to learn different things and spark creativity in your brain and provide opportunities and
Yes.
things of that nature. So, you know, it's pretty dope.
Okay.
I'm just want the Lord to lead me, and whatever He want me to do, then that's what I want to do.
That's right.
So,
Amazing. I love just hearing you talk. You're so encouraging, very motivating and uplifting. I just
Thank
want to
you.
say thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy schedule to come to be on the show today.
thank
with
you
me.
for having me, Miss Angie.
Yes.
Anytime.
It's amazing. Thank you. All right, viewers. This was so informative, so beautiful, and it was so joyous. And that's what we need in our lives today. We need to have the joy and the happiness and someone to inspire us, you know. So I am encouraging you guys on today that's streaming live. Continue to persevere, just like Sharika said.
Yeah.
Continue to endure and continue to pray.
Yes.
So that's it for the show. We wrapping it up. That's it for Tip to Tea with Angie E. If you or anybody you know in the Chicagoland area that wants to exploit your brand, network, or if you have an interesting topic you want to discuss, come on and be my special guest. Let's tip the tea. For more details, inbox me and type in my name, Angela Eskridge. That's Angela Eskridge, Eskridge. And send me a message, and I'll respond with more details. So come on out. Tip the tea with your girl, your host, Angie E. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye.